Alright, let's resume practice, I suppose. It's never wrong to practice. If you don't know what you can do, just practice your instrument. You don't have to always learn a new tune. We can always just go back to the beginning where it all starts, the lovely scale practice. And the welcoming warmth of an even pulse, the metronome, your best friend. Local content off, external clock on. I think we're set to noodle some keys. Something super basic and simple. Just playing the first 5 notes of C major. Sometimes legato. Let's get our other hand involved. We have 2, I heard. Maybe I need to switch to the bench. I'm always whipping on this chair and it makes some noise and drives me mad. Let's switch into the key that is portrayed. We're going to practice some simple stuff in D flat. Let's play D flat. get rid of the metronome. Let's practice some basic mechanics. Different starting positions in the scale, finding alternate ways for our fingering. Like for instance, I love playing the blues, and if you know the blues, there's a lot of slide notes and trills in the blues often. And depending on what key you are in, it can be more or less difficult, just ergonomically speaking. As for instance, if we were looking at the blues scale in C minor, am I missing something? Oh yeah, one note is stuck somewhere. That's why it's not right. Because I'm quite sure I know the blues scale. If we look at that, our blue note is just tritone on the black note. That makes playing it kind of easy. But today we are in D flat, and well, we have a lot of black notes, but we are not actually. It's not really that easy, especially not for my left hand, to play good bass line. If I'm thinking about playing blues in A, you can play it so much faster. Well, not all keys are created equal. If I were to trying to replicate that with the exact same fingering, I'll run into some troubles very fast in D flat. Like if we're trying to, just transpose this up. Actually. That's not that easy for me. How can we play this blues maybe better? How do we play it? I play it 1, 3, 5. I have so many possible fingerings for this. Maybe. Not too easy on this key. That's why we play always a different scale. So we have an easier situation when we actually have to play the key. Don't want to be playing the key first time when we have to perform it, right? That's where it wants to go, it seems. Such an interesting chord. 7, dominant 7, sharp 5 is a really interesting chord. It's lots of tension. I played this chord earlier when I was doing my first practice today, and I tried to find a reason how I actually justify this being somewhat actually even in the key, because if we are looking super strictly, it's not entirely in the key. But mostly. Well, we are borrowing one note that's not on the scale, but it still sounds so foreign. If we look at D flat, we are sneaking the diminished 6 in there. And that's how we get to play this chord actually. Without the natural A in there, we couldn't play that chord. Hey guys, I'll be taking a little break, but what we were doing is we're just playing the blues on some pretty standard changes. Damn it. That was not good. Ooh, crunchy, but not in a good way. And every time I play this, I feel compelled to play this chord. It does not necessarily belong. I could do it. But that's kind of the expected one, but I don't want to play that. Not so sure. Not so sure. And you can play these arpeggios forever. And we try to mix in some staccato, some legato. Sometimes you want to accentuate a certain note, but sometimes we're probably just, at least that's for me, I like to play something pretty, but I really have to work on my mechanics. If we were for real, we wouldn't be playing a gazillion of these trills. Let's be honest, we are not Articulation. But we're just learning. We can sneak in something else. As I said, we play D flat, which is D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, and yeah, I'm sure you can read. Let's find some left-hand changes for that. But I don't want to do that. Okay, it just wants to go there. Let's find a different. D chord. Maybe we invert it up. It would maybe be more appropriate note show though. Nah, not so sure. Dee da do, dee da do, dee da do. Oh, that was so bad. Don't practice faster than your hands, than your brain. Your hands are faster than your brain, I'm quite sure. My hands are way faster than my brain is. Give your brain a chance to catch up. Also practice some of the weaker fingers. Give your hands exercises, like maybe for 1 or 2 moments. We're gonna play super staccato. Maybe we're gonna play crazy trills, just to work on our mechanics and our feeling. And then we stop and give our hands a chance to rest and connect some of what we just practiced with legato and other stuff. Some staccato, some legato, some slow and silent. Ooh, and I love these trills. Tradu, ba-da-da-da-da-da, tradu. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, budradu. Oops. Oh, sorry. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. When your hands are faster than your brain. I was kind of sure, hold up, are you sure that's the root? But nah. Ooh, there's a good chord. What is that? That is a G minor. That's a chord, that's maybe the missing chord. That may just be the one of the chords that we have been passing, but it's maybe more than a passing chord. G minor 6. Yes, and this is how we can make it happen with some modal interchange. Say it is a G flat minor 6 over D. And that's also the beauty of it. How did okay. It's my parent chord. Gotcha. Okay, that was the diminished one. And back to our what? Flat 5. Diminished. Dominant. Major 6. That's our stuff. I'll take a break here, but just the last noodly thing that I did, very good practice. You can do it in the diatonic, or you could do it with real perfect intervals. That is practicing in either left or right hand, just very basic, walking through the circle of fifth kind of thing. Up a fourth, down a fifth, up a fourth, down fifths, upper fourths, down a fifths, or in key where we go up 4 notes and so on. You get, you feel me? Like this case, like in C, we going up to F, and then a true fifth, of course, would be going down to B flat, but if we stay diatonic, we just use generic motion, we walk generic fourths and fifths. So very, very good exercise. Just got reminded by Open Studio, maybe the best jazz channel out there. I'm gonna put a link in a future video, but Open Studio deserve their credits. They are some of the best educated on this planet. It's amazing, really. Uh-oh. It's not our scale. Bling, 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 bling. But we are not composing for a medieval movie. Sounds like somebody is in an enchanted library. Where were we? Right, we were just practicing some basic. If we can, we try to make it pretty, but always come back to the fundamentals, because the pretty stuff just comes by default then. Of course, now I try to play pretty. Bad demonstration. Ooh, we made a mistake there. What did happen? What is the pattern that I said I want to practice? We want to practice. Let's start on D. Going up a fourth, a generic fourth in the scale, so that's the 4. And going down a fifth. Also not a perfect interval. We are going down a diatonic fifth. So what's 4? We just, yeah, just count. From D to G flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up a fourth, down a fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm quite sure some of you recognize this. It's some standards. I believe probably. What about that again? All the things you are. What we're not really playing right now, but just to. Let's talk more practice. Up a fourth, down a fifth. Up a fourth, down a fifth. Oh, we made a mistake. Again. And there was one chord that it didn't snuck in here that I had earlier. It was dominant 7 sharp 5 is a super cool tension. I urge you to use it no matter the key. That's why I say it without key. But dominant 7 sharp 5 is so interesting. Super tension loaded. We can do and that's what we practice. Not that that was special, but without practice, I would have never even found the one change. Yeah, that was not good. Actually, always practice slow, and if we really listen closely, there's not so much legato to be found in jazz. You have swung 8 notes that are accentuated. That means legato often doesn't really happen. It is really difficult to accentuate something staccato. Now, also, if you think about like a typical line, like ba dee ba ba ba, all these subdivisions, they kind of get drowned out if we play something super lush. Even if we had accentuated it, actually, everything just becomes one. They can be nice, but probably often not what we want. Because we are losing all the expression in between. More silent part, we wait, then we pedal again, put in a big chord with with octaves. And we start our trill still with the pedal on. We're gonna release the pedal until we hit any of the target note that we like landing on. Then we pedal again and put in the mood. Maybe let's shift the harmony slowly. Okay, my funky friends, I'll be taking a break here. I wish you happy practice. If you ever have any questions, I will try to answer anything that I can possibly answer, but all these technology and whatnot is there to help me. You are just kind of witnessing me trying to teach myself to make some sense and to hopefully connect some dots. If you're some advanced gurus out there and if you catch me slipping, talking something that is just outright wrong, never hesitate to correct me. But I will also try not to just babble unverified, unchecked stuff and present it as fact. We are not a chat model. That's where I'll get off. Let's listen to this weird sound. How do I actually think I can get away playing this? Chromatically, I suppose. Yeah, I'm doing the chromatic thing. guess at least. Okay, this is time to take a break. It was fun. Happy practice. Peace. Stay funky. Just groove it. You know the shit.